top of the breaking news in Charlotte, the protests going on for a third straight night. Protesters back on the interstates. This was Highway 277 about 45 minutes ago. Police have since cleared that busy road right near Bank of America Stadium.
If you've been keeping up with us throughout the game as well as online at WNCN.com, you know about the curfew signed by the Mayor Jennifer Roberts around 8 o'clock tonight. It's set to take effect at midnight, and violators, they face a fine of up to $1,000. We have also learned the man who was shot during last night's protest has died. Most of tonight's protests, though, they have been much more peaceful than we've seen the last two nights. Good evening. I'm Sean Maroney.
And I'm Sharon Tazwell. And of course, this all over the officer-involved shooting of Keith Scott. Many of you with friends and family in Charlotte might have seen this on Facebook. The social networking sites implementing the safety check-in feature for those in Charlotte.
We want to take a live look from the air right now in Charlotte. What you're looking at is uptown Charlotte. The road there filled with protesters, again, gathered peacefully, unlike the scenes of tear gas and flash bombs we've seen from previous nights. CBS North Carolina's David Hurst has been covering this story for several days now, and he joins us live in Charlotte with the very latest. David?
Yeah, Sean, Sharon, we're on one of the bridges over Highway 277. As you mentioned earlier, protesters blocked it briefly, but as you can see now, the highway is clear. Police were able to be proactive and move them pretty quickly. Just about 10 to 15 minutes ago, those protesters marched over this bridge and into uptown Charlotte. Now, for the most part, this has been extremely peaceful. It's really been a different story than what we've seen the past two nights. We just got word from Charlotte police that there have not been any reported injuries from civilians or police. The real big difference tonight, though, is the amount of police presence here. The governor called on the National Guard at the request of the police chief. There are also state troopers here assisting the local police force as well. Now, the midnight curfew will take effect here in about 20 minutes. We spoke with the mayor right after she made that decision. Mayor, why the curfew?
Well, we had a lot of requests from the business community. They believe that nothing good happens after midnight. We also know that it helps us keep the streets safe, and we know that, there are exceptions for people who are going to work, who are, have things that they need to be doing during that time. But I think it's one more tool that we have when we declare a state of emergency.
Yelling in the street is part of it, but let's sit down to the table and build a relationship. Tell me what you want, tell me what you don't like, and maybe we can do something about it.
And as you can see back here, police helicopters monitoring things from the air. Again, that curfew is about to take effect here in about 15 minutes. That's really the next thing that police here are going to be keeping an eye on, but it'll be interesting to see how they enforce that here in about 15 minutes or so. We'll continue, stay on top of this developing story, bringing you the latest right here on CBS North Carolina.
David.
For now, reporting live in Charlotte, David Hurst, CBS North Carolina.